living in the moment. It's the mom life.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Living in the Moment with B.
And Steph, and today we are rounding out the three amigos, the girl
Woo!
we always talk about. It's our friend Daisy.
Yay!
Woo! She's finally on, guys. We've literally recorded with her and teased her coming on, I think 3 times already. This is the third time. And those episodes have just never made it. But today she is on. We have our drinks. We're having a holiday episode. Woohoo! Hi, friend.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good to see you. And just for
Good,
everyone, I know
know.
you guys have heard us, and just a quick little snip background. So Daisy and Steph were actually pregnancy twins, and then they went to the hospital and delivered same day, literally rooms right next to each other, huh, girls?
Yeah.
Yes, that was interesting. That was fun. Except I was in the hospital for a whole extra day before Steph got there.
Yeah.
Steph got there and got the business done.
Yeah.
Steph's,
That's okay.
but yours was unexpected, right, Steph? Like
Yeah.
you,
And Daisy was induced.
and now forever we have my biggest fear, which every year we're gonna have to choose whose party to go to, or they're gonna have to split Saturday and Sunday, because literally born the same time. What was it, like 2 hours apart? Or
Yeah, 2 hours
yeah,
apart.
almost to the T. Yeah.
This year worked well, though. It was okay. It worked
Yeah.
out. We made it to everyone's parties.
yes,
Yeah.
it did. So how are the holidays looking for you girls? Since it is, I mean, my baby, he'll be 2, but this isn't their first holiday, right? This is their second.
No.
Second.
But what are you
last
doing,
year
Daisy?
we were
Do
in
you
the
have a tree up? Sorry to cut you off, but I just
That's
need
okay.
to know.
I do. I started putting my first tree up downstairs. I'm going to do it bluey themed. So I started that. I'm waiting for some ornaments to come in so that I can finish all that up. I say that I'm doing it for Lily, but I love Bluey, so I think I'm more doing it for myself.
Adorable. We just got into it, and you guys have been watching for a while, right? Lily has liked it.
Yeah,
for a while.
I started watching it. I say Lily, but I started watching it and I fell in love. So it's always playing on the background, either that or Miss Rachel's always on.
Yeah, I love their accents in Bluey too. But no,
Yeah,
we just
so
started
cute.
it last week, and I love it too. So I love that you're doing the Bluey tree. That's adorable.
Yeah. We're going to do that. And then I'm going to put a second one upstairs. Haven't started that one yet, but I'll probably get to that this weekend.
Oh, nice. I hear though, because they have an Australian accent, which is cute, right? Because they're Australian shepherds, the dogs. And then Peppa the
They're
pig
blue
also
heelers.
has an accent. Oh, they're blue heelers.
They're blue heelers.
But they have an accent, right? Is it an
Yes.
Australian accent?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe those dogs are cousins or something. But I was reading this mom who's saying all the kids nowadays have attitude, but with accents. So it either comes from Bluey or from Peppa the pig.
Peppa Pig, yeah.
See, and
they do have accents, but they play make believe so much that I think a lot of times you don't hear the accent because they're playing make believe a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're putting on accents. I mean,
yeah, they're putting on fake voices anyway, because the
Okay.
little
Just
girls
for
are
fun.
always imagining, and so are the parents and stuff. So it's so cute. It's super cute.
Yeah. No, that's adorable.
So.
The reason I ask though is because I'm scared for our tree. We have 3 trees, and Maddie just grabs everything. So I don't know how we're gonna box it in, but to be determined.
Well, I had caved in, not caved in, put baby gates all around our living room. So I just kind of adjusted it to where it comes around the Christmas tree and then continued the baby gate like I normally have it.
Daisy's baby gate setup is legit, everyone. She has a huge baby gate setup, super convenient. So yeah, I could see how that
It's
would
a
work.
whole house. I'm like, oh my God, you're rich. If you can afford those many baby gates to connect, it's like a whole train worth. Like, dang, girl.
I just need her to be safe, guys. That's all. And at least there, I know what's in there and what she's not going to get into. And so.
And Lily from the group, from our toddler group, is the wild child. We call her the wild flower.
I've already determined she is going to be a CEO.
Or she's going to lead a prison riot. I don't know.
She is a lot of spunk, but I think that's fun.
Yeah, she's feisty. She's fierce.
Those are excellent qualities. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I have a little plate that I got her for her birthday that says, she is fearless and fierce, just like a wildflower or something like that. I'll have to update you guys on what that
perfect.
truly
She's a little
says. But I'm like, that
flower.
is my little wildflower. She is a fierce
Yeah.
little girl, but she's
Love
so
it.
sweet. Like and she's silly, right? Like she's like very stubborn, but then she's also silly. So like if she knows she's getting in trouble or like she's not supposed to be doing something, she'll like be like, and then like she'll do something like funny to be like, just kidding.
That's so cute.
So I'm like, oh, little girl. But
So would you stick to the floral theme? You're Daisy, she's Lily Rose. Like if you guys were ever to branch out to another one, would you like to?
If we're to have another girl, if we end up trying to have another one, probably we'll have to find a flower.
You'd
because
have
I
to,
think we
yeah.
We
They
kind
can't
of
be
used
left
both
out.
of them up, right? Lily and Rose. I think those are kind of like my favorites of the flower names. So unless
can
we
call
go
her
like
Magnolia.
Spanish and do like Margarita or something, but I don't know.
Oh yeah. You could
Which is
Margarita?
also Daisy, but yeah.
Oh, Margarita?
Yeah, Margarita in Spanish is Daisy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Look at you teaching me, girl. Expanding my language even further.
Yeah.
So how are the holidays looking? Are you guys hosting or are you guys traveling? What does that look
Let's
like? 'Cause
cheers to
Thanksgiving
our
is next
holiday
week.
talk starting. Can you drink on
cheers.
YouTube? We're drinking on YouTube.
It's
You guys are gonna have to
Welch's
put
if
a
you're
little
asking.
warning. You're gonna have to put
No,
a
it's
warning.
Welch's. Okay, so
Woo.
what are you guys doing? Because that's next week. How freaking fast was that? How is it
Too fast.
Thanksgiving already?
I think all three of us
but
are
you were
traveling,
saying-
right? I think that's
I am.
me too.
I'm not. I'm staying here. I'm hosting.
Oh, dang, that's
And
stressful.
Daisy she's the hostess of the mostest. This is not your first time hosting Thanksgiving, right? This is like your favorite holiday.
I love Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is my jam. Like, I mean, I love Christmas. I think Christmas is beautiful and everything, but there's just so much stress that the world has become with Christmas, like with gift giving and everything that.
The consumerism.
Yeah, I mean, I like giving and receiving gifts too, don't get me wrong, but Thanksgiving is my jam because it's about family, it's about love, it's about being grateful and thankful for what you have. And so, years past I've kind of ended up without plans because my husband is a firefighter, he's a first responder, so sometimes his shift lands during work or he gets off like the day of, but because somebody calls in, he has to stay. So we end up with no plans, or I end up with no plans, and I go to the station. They're not always cooking, so it's like this year he actually doesn't go in until the day after Thanksgiving. So I said, nope, we're hosting. We're hosting.
Oh,
We're hosting
awesome.
because the last several years we haven't really had plans. Last year we didn't really do anything. Actually, I think last minute we ended up going down to my family's house
south.
last minute. Yeah. But that's just because I was feeling so lonely. We were in the newborn trenches last year though. Like during this time I was still kind of like, I don't know what the heck is going on. But
they're 2 months.
We're getting through it, right? I still hadn't even come out like above the water to see how life is going on during that time. But last minute, day of, we drove down to my parents' house, and then the very next day we drove back just because it was one of those times again we ended up with no plans and I wanted turkey.
Yeah.
So are you a baked turkey in the oven, or are you a fryer? I feel like that's, or even an air fryer. People have giant turkey air fryers now. Like,
oh yeah, I have an air fryer that you can do a chicken in, but it's not going to fit the turkey. I'm a bake in the oven. I've always done it in the oven.
And do you stuff the stuffing in, or do you make it on the?
So my family does like they have their own personal recipe for stuffing.
Oh, nice.
You make it from scratch with cornbread and everything. I'm not doing that this year though because my family's not going to come. It's just going to be my husband's side of the family, and
Stouffer's it is. I love Stouffer
yes.
stuffing. So good.
The
a little easier.
The stovetop, and that's what he prefers. I think the last time that I hosted, I didn't do the stovetop stuffing. I just did our families, and they were all like, "What's that?" I'm like, stuffing.
Oh, that's always.
I'm like, it's stuffing. What do you mean? What's that? They're like, no, it's not. Where's the regular stuffing? So I'm like, Okay.
That is so that is something else. I was gonna say so rude, but I feel like families do that when you come together and they like to pick,
It's
like
just
nitpick.
different traditions. Like my family, will eat red chili, like red chili on everything. That's the gravy. That's, the side. That's what we have. But when we go to my husband's family, queso, chili con queso, we have that on everything for the holidays, really everything in general, just like we have chili for everything in general.
Yeah.
But that's funny because like when my husband started coming to my family for Thanksgiving, we just like would get him, a jar of queso to like try it, but it's
Oh my
not
God.
like what he, it's not his thing. It's
not
not
his
his
queso.
normal food. Yeah. So that definitely goes both ways. And same thing when we go there, it's not like they have chili. So yeah.
It's funny you say that because I'm from Texas. My husband's from New Mexico, and same thing. Thanksgiving, he'll put red chili on everything, and I'm like, what? No, like it needs gravy, dude. And so we have to have both kind of sauces. Yeah,
that's so funny because growing up, my mom always made cheese dip, queso, right? But she always called it cheese dip. And so there was always cheese dip. And then, of course, my grandma is from Texas. So also I grew up having gravy with my Thanksgiving dishes, not red chili.
like
Red
normal
chili was
people, like
that,
normal.
yeah, it was not something. But I remember one time, I don't know, I think it was like a family friend or something came over to our Thanksgiving and they're like, I've never seen anybody have cheese dip for Thanksgiving or queso for Thanksgiving. And I'm like,
I've never
no,
seen
but
that.
like my mom makes cheese dip for everything, like birthday parties,
Yeah,
everything. Like there's
too.
always cheese dip. That's always
It's a
what everybody
staple.
starts with. So,
It
and
is
then,
good though. It has
here,
expanded my horizons for sure.
yeah. And then like here, my husband's from northern New Mexico. So, they also do red chili, but I'm like, red chili doesn't belong on turkey.
Oh, it does. But it does.
But okay, so let me
it
ask.
belongs on everything.
I've seen spoken like a true New Mexican. But have you guys ever seen anyone put green chili?
No.
We
Or
have
maybe
it on
like
the side. Yeah, we have chopped green chili that we just put on the plate too.
I did last year make green enchiladas with turkey instead of chicken.
Oh yeah,
We do
I've
that
done
with
For
leftovers.
leftovers.
Yeah, that's so
yeah,
good.
I've done that.
Yeah.
Or
Do you
make
guys
like
have
little
any
roll
like
tacos afterwards, like little roll taquitos with
oh
leftover gravy and queso.
like flautas?
Yeah, like flautas.
Oh.
Delish.
And then and the queso and yum.
Julian's family, my husband's family, they make like almost like a soup, and so they'll get the leftovers of everything. And so first I thought it was gross, but it's kind of good. And so they'll get like all the turkey, and then they'll get like the corn, the stuffing. They just put it in a big old pot, like a crock pot. They let that heat up, and then they'll put like a roll of rolls on top.
Oh, like a pot pie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like
exactly
dumplings. It's like we call them hood dumplings.
Hood dumplings.
And they've grown on me like it's so good now because they also add the gravy, and so yeah, like a pot pie actually.
That sounds good.
That's yeah, and so that's like a family tradition here. Do you guys have any family traditions outside of tamales and hams and turkeys and pies and normal?
No, we're pretty standard when it comes to Thanksgiving. We eat all the usual stuff.
Same.
Yeah. I do love green bean casserole. I think everyone in the world eats that, but that is so good. That's probably my favorite thing on the plate.
I just started eating that last year.
Really?
I used to think it was so disgusting, and yeah, my taste buds change. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it has to be crunchy on top.
Yes, it does have to. Once it starts to get a little soggy, it's not that great.
It's like cereal. It loses integrity.
Yeah. As far as traditions, I don't know. I think one year my husband and I decided that we were going to make bizcochitos for everybody instead of like each individual family. And we're like, oh yeah, I think this can be a tradition. It was 2020. This could be a tradition like that we can start. And then we almost burned our house down. So
oh my gosh.
Because like, when you're making bizcochitos, it leaves that like that film at the bottom from the
lard.
From the lard,
is that what it is?
And we weren't cleaning it, right? We were do a set, bring that out, do what we had to do, put the next set, put it in, and then before I knew it, there's smoke coming out of our stove, and we're like, "What is happening?" And it was just like, flames.
I feel so bad because I feel like you were heading here to drop them off to me, right? And you're like, babe, my house is on fire.
No,
my
remember I ended
gosh.
up going to your house to finish the batch.
Oh, yeah. And so I was like, come on over, girl, as long as you could.
And I'm like,
you know,
here's your set now. And so, yeah,
she
that's
paid
what
me for
was.
it. I was good. She paid me for my services in my oven, and I appreciate it.
By way of cookies. Yeah, that's a good payment.
Yeah. But yeah, so that tradition didn't really stick, but we'll see. I mean, I
That's
think,
nice.
like I said, last year we were in the newborn trenches. So this year, I think we'll see how it goes. I think I kind of want to claim Thanksgiving as our holiday, no matter
Oh,
what. Like,
I
to
was
always
going to
have it
ask, is
here.
that going to be your new tradition?
I
Hosting?
think so. I want it to be.
Yeah.
I've talked to my sister and my parents about it, and they're like, okay. My parents can't come this year, but none of my family can come this year, but that's okay. Like, we'll start small. Last time I did it, I went all out. I think I had like 20 people here. It was like
That's a lot.
crazy. So this year it's just gonna be.
I always stress out when we host things. Like last year, we hosted Thanksgiving and Christmas because the babies were new. But by hosted, I mean everyone came to our house, but everyone still brought the food. Like my husband's family was here cooking. My dad had to bring a whole turkey because Soul has made a turkey before. Me, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. It's one of those situations where I'm looking for the real adults to like handle what's going on. So yeah.
Yeah, well, let's see how this goes because the last time I did it, I had help. Like my sister was here, my mom was here. My mom even came earlier that week to like start preparing ahead of time.
Yeah.
My niece was helping. Like everybody was helping. This year, I at least like the main things, like the turkey, the mashed potatoes, like the main courses. I'm on my own. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah,
how it goes.
You can do it. It'll come out good. Daisy's a good cook. She's made me a Frito pie before. All the people in my life that love me have made me Frito pies.
And then for Christmas, I'll be going down south again. Well, for Christmas Eve, I'll be going down south, and then my husband's supposed to get off on Christmas Day. Fingers crossed. So I'll drive back up for Christmas Day to spend with Dad.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
You're good at that drive, though, honestly.
Yeah,
so
even when the
used to
baby, even when you were pregnant, I'm like, Daisy, are you crazy? But she knows that drive like the back of her hand. She can
I'm just
go and
used
come.
to the drive. I've always been, if I need to get somewhere, I go.
Yeah.
What do you do?
That is you. That's true. You're just brave. Like through all times. You just do it. You do what you got to do. Daisy's tough.
Not me. I'm
Me
like,
neither.
it's dark. Nope. Close the doors, lock the door, get the
biggest
shotgun.
baby in the entire world.
B puts her blanket over her
The
head.
crazies are coming out.
I know. I've gone when it's dark, and B's like, "Who's here?
Are you crazy?" I'm calling her like, no.
Yeah. There's a TikTok that I saw recently that's like me when my husband is home at 9 o'clock. And so she's just there chilling, watching TV, hanging out with the dog, like eating snacks. And then it's like when my husband's gone at 9 o'clock and she can't relax. She's like looking out the window, like B said, with the shotgun, like the dog at full alert. It's so funny. Why are we all the same?
I will always have dogs, and because they're my first alarm system.
Like, your dogs are such a good alarm. Ours is too. Dogs are good. They're good.
Yeah, my dogs could even know you and still, spit at you and bark at you. So they're good. They do it to us.
That's funny.
Anything else that you guys are looking forward to? What kind of pie do you guys like? That's what I need to know.
What kind of pie do we like?
Yeah. What's like for holiday pie?
Thanksgiving traditional pumpkin pie.
Yeah, me too.
With no, I'm sorry. Whipped cream with pumpkin pie.
Yeah. Whipped cream with a little smidge of pie under. Yeah. I like the
would you like some pumpkin pie with that whipped cream?
Yeah.
I suppose.
I like the pumpkin and the pecan. Those are good every year.
Oh, pecan's good too.
And that's the only time I
forget about pecan.
Yeah.
Now, pecan's good. I think that's my favorite, but my favorite to make is going to be apple. I feel like that's the easiest one.
Yeah.
Do you bake pies?
I've made an apple pie once. It was good.
I've made apple pie, but no. I'm just not a baker bee. That's
No,
you.
because you made me those bizcochitos, and yes, you almost burned your house down, but hands
That
down, some
wasn't
of the best
me. That was
bizcochitos I've ever
George.
had. Okay,
That
we're
wasn't me.
gonna
That was
blame.
my husband. And the only
I
reason
believe
that I
you.
had to go and finish them at your house was because he was at work. So I had to go. I couldn't let the masa go to waste.
I'm like, Daisy, just buy a house next door already. Just
She wants everyone to go
Working
live
on
by
it.
her. That's her master plan.
I like,
For all of
let's
us to
just
go,
start our
yeah.
own village here. Like, we can all share eggs, and we can share meat, and we can have, yeah, I
Gonna
would
have a
actually was gonna
compound.
exactly.
I
That's
mean, that doesn't sound too bad. It sounds appealing.
I
to me.
agree.
and even for like babysitting, we'll have each other as backup. But imagine one person with like 3 kids.
It could
Oof.
be a homeschool situation. We could
Yes,
literally just
yes. We'll
live
be
on
like
the land.
the PE teacher, then we'll have the arts teacher. We'll have, we can all take turns with different hats on. So
We could live. I say live off the land, but it would be off Bee's land because she's the only one that knows how to do anything. Well, growing wise.
Yeah.
and that's really Julian. Like, I can't grow anything now. I'm a fraud. I just
You know
I
what?
just like pull them out when he tells
You
me
just
to.
make the TikToks.
She's all,
I just like
Make the TikToks.
Julian's like, are those your hands or mine? Like, ew, they're yours. What do you mean? I know they're
I
my
have a friend-
TikToks, so those are man hands.
That's funny. I have a friend, speaking of growing things, she just posted today on Instagram that says, if you can keep an orchid alive, you are an elite human being. And I said, girl, I can't even keep a lucky bamboo alive. She said,
No,
all you
serious.
do is put water in it and leave it alone. And I said, yeah, you would think, but
You're like,
I
that's
can't keep
my
anything.
point.
Like, you guys, I am so surprised that I have a little human alive still running around.
And
because-
thriving. She's doing
and
great.
thriving because
Yeah.
I don't have plants in my house because, like I said, I can't I think I even killed a cactus one time. It
Oh
like
my
one day I
gosh.
came home and it was like, whoop. I was like, what did I do to it? Like, the cactus.
And we do want to have Daisy on more because as soon as you're like my husband's first responder, I'm like, ooh, let's jump into that. But it's holidays and we've been
Yeah.
so excited about the girls having their first holiday where they actually recognize it. Last year they were like 2 months
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving. And JJ kind of recognized last year. I think now he's super into it and he's like pulling all the ornaments, jumping over the couch. Like, this kid is a complete menace, terrible twos, full effect. We are rolling.
Right on
but yeah,
time,
it's nice to
Yeah, exactly.
right on time. Yeah. And yeah, it's been nice to see the girls because they're so precious to me. They're like, and of course they're younger right now, but they're so calm compared to my boy.
Yeah,
but I do
maybe
think,
Maddie.
I was gonna say Lily's gonna give him a run for his money, I think, because I think when we're all 4, it's Maddie and JJ who are the calmer ones, right? And
Yeah, because
maybe Maverick,
baby Mav is
like
but
Lily.
he's older too. He's a year older
Right.
still. So 2 years older than the girls and a year older than JJ. So I think he's just like, get out of my way. I'm ready to play.
Yeah.
But he's so adorable.
They all are.
Where
But
it's
so sweet.
Daisy and I were laughing because we're like, man, holidays look so different. We knew each other in college and it was a lot different. We were drinking wine, but we were acting different compared to now. Like, so calm, and now you're hosting and I'm baking pies and Stephanie's
Before I would
learning
just
to
show
do
up.
turkey.
Stephanie's learning how to
Show
make a
up,
turkey.
eat. See you later.
Because you're like, I don't know.
No, I know. It's so funny.
You're like, dang it, I better know
I
now.
tell you guys, I look for the real adults in all situations. So
Yeah.
Hey, my husband is the head chef in our family. Like, I can cook and I can bake, but I don't come near to, like, he's so good at seasoning. And so he made our first turkey and he'll do the turkey, I do the ham. So don't feel bad, Stephanie.
Thanks.
We're all learning.
Well, we'll continue to talk about holidays, guys, as we continue to get closer to Christmas. And if you have any fun traditions that you either have from when you were a kid or that you share with your kids, please leave them below. We would love to hear about them.
Catch you guys
Thank
next
you guys
time.
for tuning in. Bye.
Living in the moment, it's the mom life.